Kit for determination of DNA fragmentation level in spermatozoa. Sperm chromatin dispersion method. Main compositions: pre-coated slide, gel with low melting point, solution A, solution B, right stain, right buffer, STD preservative reagent. Applicable instruments: general optical microscope, low speed centrifuge 80 centigrade dried heater or water bath, 37 centigrade constant temperature water bath. Specimen requirements: count sperm concentration by sperm counting chamber. Adjust the concentration of liquefied fresh semen into 5 to 10, multiplied by 10 to the power of 6 per milliliter by normal sodium. If the sample cannot complete testing, we could take some semen into EP tube and add it with 3 times in volume of STD preservative reagent. Mix thoroughly and store at -20 centigrade. Preparation of reagents. Put the tube that contains gel with low melting point in dried heater or incubation bath and incubate it for 20 minutes at 80 centigrade until the gel dissolved completely. Then transfer the tube to a place at 37 centigrade for use. Test methods: place the pre-coated slides in the fridge at 2 to 8 centigrade for 5 minutes. Dispense 60 microliter of semen samples whose concentration is 5 to 10 multiplied by 10 to the power of 6 for each milliliter to the tube of dissolved gel. Mix thoroughly. Take out the pre-coated slides from fridge. Then immediately dispense 30 microliter of sperm suspension made by step 1 to the wells of pre-coated slide. Put the slide cover over the wells of pre-coated slide quickly and gently. Don't press the slide cover and do not make any air bubbles. Then make the gel solidified by leaving the slide at 2 to 8 centigrade refrigerator for 5 minutes. Remove the slide cover carefully. Push the slide cover toward one side gently until one end of slide cover goes beyond the pre-coated slide a little. Pinch the edges of slide cover and remove it horizontally and carefully. Introduce the pre-coated slide vertically into a slide barrel containing solution A. Then incubate it at room temperature for 7 minutes accurately. Pick the pre-coated slide up. Clear the fluid remain on the back and the side of the slide by filter paper. Then introduce the slide vertically in another slide barrel of solution B. Then incubate it for 25 minutes accurately at room temperature. Pick the pre-coated slide up. Clear the fluid remain on the back and the side of the slide by filter paper. Put the slide horizontally into the tray filled with enough distilled water for 5 minutes. Renew water once or twice during this step. Pick the pre-coated slide up. Clear the fluid remain on the back and the side of the slide by filter paper. Then introduce the slide vertically in another slide barrel of 70%, 90%, and 100% ethanol accordingly, each for 2 minutes. Dry the pre-coated slides completely in nature. Dispense 15 to 20 drops of right stain on the pre-coated slide, and then dispense 30 to 40 drops of the right buffer slowly for staining. Blow the mixture softly by bulb pipette pump on the slide, and don't destroy the surface tension made by the staining. 15 minutes later, rinse the slide softly by distilled water. Make the slide air-dried naturally. Observe 500 spermatozoa under the general optical microscope with 40 times field length, and count the sperm with fragmented DNA. Observation and calculation. In picture 1, A represents the smallest diameter in the sperm head. B represents the thickness of unilateral sperm halo. B is less than or equals to 1/3 of A indicates the sperm with fragmented DNA. Picture 2 and 3 represent the sperm without fragmented DNA. Picture 4 to 5 represent the sperm with fragmented DNA. Calculation. For example, count 500 sperms. If the number of sperms with fragmented DNA is 75, the percentage of sperm with fragmented DNA is equals to 75 divided by 500 and multiplied by 100%, which is equals to 15%, and the percentage of sperm with intact DNA is 85%. Precautions. The room temperature should be adjusted to 20 to 28 centigrade in order to keep the reliability and the stability of the reaction system. The reaction of solution A and solution B should be for 7 minutes and 25 minutes accurately. We should confirm the object we count is sperm when we do the sperm counting.